Hello and welcome to a quick review of Honey, I Joined a Cult. A cult compound management game. Which is a little weird. So if you played games like Prison Architect and other games of that genre, this is basically the same, but you're running kind of 70s, 80s vibe, weird cult. And the game is made by the Soul Survivor games and published by Team 17. And let's just take a quick look of the basic game mechanics, and I'll show you also a late game compounder. So we're starting a new cult, and you can customize your cult the way you want. You can change faces, you can change your hats and outfits for your cult. There's also unlockable ones as you play the game. And then you can also give your cult name, your cult leader name, your cult name. You can change your symbol. We can go for a. Let's go for a. What do we go for? We'll go with that one. And you can select your divine being, and it shows you like how it's referred in sentences. But we're not changing any of this stuff now. And then we're gonna change our cultist as well. It will be Weird Moon Pharaohs. And you can also select your holy room, which basically just affects the name. And then you can also name your relic, and then you can also have a different looking ones. You can turn tutorial on and off. Currently, there's also pre-made cults. If you want to, just pick one of them, but of course you want to make your own cult, right? Let's just start in the game quickly. The music is pretty amazing in this game. Sadly, currently there is not that much different songs in the soundtrack, and I hope they do add more, as it gets quite repetitive very quickly. So this is basically your compound area that you can build in. You cannot expand this in any way. So this is your whole area, but it's more than necessary for playing the game. Down here you see your money, your faith, which is basically your cost that you need to pay to keep your cultists around. You need to build a PR to get access to better followers. You need to get influence, which is used for a lot of things, like research, for example. And then heat, as cults sometimes build up a little heat and get protests and police raids coming at you. But there's also ways to deal with that. So let's just quickly build a small thingy. So we need a few basic things. So as usual in these type of games, we'll just grab a couple buildings in here. We'll have like a small compound here, like this. I'm not really planning it anyway. And we'll put some doors on those. To get like basic necessities going, and then you make rooms. You need a bathroom, obviously. You need a bedroom. We need a canteen where we eat, which might actually need to be a little bigger. We also need a lobby. I didn't really leave a space for that. And then we need our holy room. So you need like several different rooms. We'll put the whole room there, and then we'll make one more brick building here. This is gonna be our visitor center. So our lobby. So you have your cultists, so who are called elves in this one, and then you have followers, which we don't have currently. And that's basically the gullible people coming to your cult compound. And who are you? You're basically starting as a kind of make money scheme, and then you turn into an actual cult later on. And we start with like a toilet buckets. Shower is a bucket on a string, and then we'll probably need a sink or two as well for washing hands. So that's our basic setup in there. We also need a few beds, 5, and then storage boxes for everyone. We'll probably need more as we go, and then we need a canteen serving table. We need a canteen table, a vending machine. We'll put that there, and we need a water cooler. We'll put that. It's a little small, and then we need a holy grotto, so we'll need our idol, which we put in there. And we need a lectern for our preacher, and then we need a pew for our cultist to listen to a sermon. We'll put a second one in there. Also, the visitors also go in there. And as I plop things down, our prestige goes up in the room, which affects like experience and how much faith and everything, and how they like. And if you really restrict the space, like we did in here, you get negatives. And then we need also a lobby. So there's one person is going to be on the lobby, serving as the cult's kind of reception And I think they're actually called a receptionist even, yeah. So this is your character. They have their mood, health, bed assigned on what they're working on, what kind of food they can get, and so on, the information of the characters. They have stats, and there's quality of them. Like this guy is very poor, so he has a level and his skill cap, and the better ones get better ones. And then there are skills you can upgrade on them, and then what jobs they will do, and also scheduling on their schedule in here. So if you want to have the ones, make sure one person is always in the lobby working. You also have access to missions, so you can basically do missions to get stuff from different things. This gives experience and money. There's different types of missions, so you can go get PR, reduce heat, and so on, research, and get some of the cult items and everything. Then you have research, and we can't actually access that currently because we don't have research office, but it's very spanning. I'll show you that in a second again. And then we have a leader's sanctum. So that's basically all the things you have in your cult that you can build. As you can see, it's very similar to a lot of games of same type as you build things. So let me load up a older save I have here. So this is this is my earlier playthrough that I played and finished the game basically. So that's a really cool thing about this one, that not only is it a like a simulation of a cult or like a kind of one of those building games, it also has an ending, which is a really fantastic part of this. And you can actually finish the game, and it's not like just goes on and on and on and on. It's not endless expansion. It's some of those. So this is my massive cult compound. And we have all kinds of things here. We have therapy rooms for the visitors. We're having some spiritism going in here and some meditation and other things. And then we have also our big reception room here and all kinds of services for both the cultists and for the visitors. And we have a long list of followers available. And you can also see some of the other new missions here, like the PR campaigns and the object acquisition. This is how you get like fancy items, not just the normal ones. And then research is this long list of all kinds of cool things that you can add. And it adds new things, upgrades things, adds new furniture items, and there's a lot to research. And then the real thing is the divine inspiration. So your cult leader has basically his own research tree, where he does divine inspiration. There's currently one in the game, and there's going to be more in the full release. And this is how you win the game and how you like kind of specialize your cult. So the only one currently available is Darkness team, where you basically want to end the world by summoning the old ones or raining apocalyptic hellfire on the place. And this is how you progress. So you start as a kind of money-making scheme, and then you start getting actual occultism and human sacrifice going on. There's our sacrificial pit and selling soul to the devil, and small things like that. And it's actually a really fantastic game. It's a little slow-paced. Like some of the missions, and especially the late game research in the Divine Inspiration, seems to take quite a long time, and I spent just days and days and days grinding that. But they also just made an update that actually made that better, and also the Halloween update apparently added new things, which I need to check out as well. But anyways, that's my quick look at the Honey, I Joined the Cult. It's a fantastic kind of simulation game. I can highly recommend it, and it's only gonna get better as the early access progresses and whenever the full release comes out. Anyways, thank you for watching this review, and if you like this review, check out the other reviews, YouTube content, and all the things on there, and check out the live stream on twitch.tv/Pellanerd. And yeah, the game was made by Soul Survivor Games and published by Team 17. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.